Hey, what's up everyone? In case you don't know, I'm a huge fan of samurais, ninjas, and so on. And on this video, I want to go over some games on different platforms involving Ronins. The first game is Muramasa, the Demon Blade. This is developed by Vanillaware. In the main game, you play as two different characters who sometimes intertwine with each other, but they are completely different scenarios. One of the characters is Momohime. She is possessed by a Ronin's vengeful spirit, so if you see her in combat, it's actually the spirit in full control. However, they do swap personalities here and there. The other character is a runaway shinobi named Kisuke. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He currently has amnesia of his past and goes above and beyond for Torihime, which is Momohime's older sister. Now, the playstyle presentation will be like a Metrovania type game, but taking place in Edo, Japan. This is followed by Vanillaware's beautiful art style on the characters and background. There's many paths to go. For my preferences, I like using the mini-map, but you could use a whole full map on the screen as well. Each character can equip up to 3 blades for combat. However, the blades can break if you take up a lot of damage. But rest assured, the blades can be repaired in time. There are many blades to find or forge in this game. There's also multiple endings, but it requires to beat the game on New Game Plus, and you have to backtrack to some areas that you missed in the first playthrough. This is a fun game, I say check it out. The next game is Way of the Samurai 3. This is developed by Acquire. Now, if you're not familiar with the franchise, Way of the Samurai 3 is a story branching game depending on choices that you make in the game. You take the role of a nameless samurai who is wounded from the battlefield. You will see this scene multiple times. But anyways, he will encounter some villagers and they will offer to help him. Now you have multiple outcomes depending on your choices. You will also meet important main characters throughout your progress. A great feature added in this sequel is the fast travel feature. This is great for anyone who doesn't know the layouts of each section. Now, the main story could be very short, but the real fun is trying to get the best outcome. You see, the game has multiple endings, and just like its previous games, the replay value is high. Do you side with the Oku clan or the Fujimori clan? Or are you gonna make a stand for the local villagers who want peace? The choice is really up to you. I say check out Way of the Samurai 3. The last game will be Toukiden, Kiwami. This is a remaster of a game that was originally ported on the PS Vita and PSP. This is developed by Omega Force and published by Koei Tecmo. Toukiden plays just like Monster Hunter. There's no beating around the bush about it. It's a hack and slash Monster Hunter action RPG. The settings will take place in this village, and you will take the role of a slayer, yes, slayer, who is part of the last line of defense for the village. The main threat will be Onis. This game has a nice Japanese aesthetic setting. There is a lot of nods from samurai and dynasty warriors here. Then again, this is Omega Force, so that explains why. There is a great choice of weapons to choose from. They're all great, but I choose to wield the Nagitana and the long blade. You can also forge and upgrade weapons and arms from materials that you collect outside the village. Some might require some parts from the Onis that were slain. There's also special abilities that you gain by joining these Bitamas. These are souls that are mostly based off historic Japanese figures. You attain them by purifying an Oni. And if you're a fan of Monster Hunter, I say check out Toukiden, you might like it. Alright, so that's 3 games that has cool sword actions in them. All of them are quite different. Way of the Samurai 3 is unique for branched storytelling and humor. The franchise itself has quite the cult following. I thought the charm would stop once it hits to the 7th generation of gaming, but no, it still has that Way of the Samurai charm. As far as Toukiden, this is a fun game. I wish more people would talk about this game. I mean, I get it. Monster Hunter is huge, but this is fun. I enjoyed the quests and encounters in this game. Toukiden will spawn a sequel, and elements from this game will be later used in other Koei Tecmo games. For example, the bath encounters, They will be later used in Warriors All-Star as you strengthen your bonds with your allies. And speaking of Warriors All-Star, many characters are in this game too. Now, last but not least is Muramasa. This is an awesome ninja side-scrolling game, which baffles me because there's so many remasters of Odin Spear, Dragon's Crown, and so on, but Muramasa gets no love. Now, I am aware there is a port on the PS Vita, but that's a handheld that got no support from Sony itself, and that's a shame because the Vita version has expanded DLC scenarios. I really like those DLC campaigns, the one with the Nekomata, the farmers and the ghost wife, and so on. Yeah, Muramasa is a great game which is stuck on the Nintendo Wii and PS Vita, which sucks because this will be my favorite of the three. The replayability is high with the multiple endings and its Metroidvania mechanics to explore. I highly recommend checking out this game if you have access to playing it. Alright everyone, that's 3 awesome sword action games. I hope you enjoyed the video and I am out. Peace.